Hello everyone, Namaste, Namaskara. I'm here to talk about the web series Call Me Bae. I mean, if you haven't seen the promotions of it or something, it was Ananya Pandey is in the lead role, and they are telling it's like basically like the Pooh version of Kabhi Kushi Kabhi Gum, which was done by Kareena Kapoor. So directly we'll dwell into the story. This web series has around 8 episodes. So it starts with Ananya Pandey being thrown out of a rich house, and then it's actually drenching, it's raining, but she has no place to go. She's trying to call, I think, her parents, her brother, whoever it is. She's trying to call and they're not receiving. And then there she's like, how did I come into this position? She just tells there's a story of how she comes. It's just like a 5 minutes recap, like how she's there in that position. So it's not like the whole series is about that. Then we get to know her husband has thrown her out. We're like, oh, she's married. Okay. And then she's like, her name is Bella Rajvanshi. She's from the elite family. Her mother was a top actress, and she married the first rich man she met. And then she has a elder brother who's like the crown of the apple. Everyone adores him, and she's just there as a pageant owner, or she's there for a beauty, and she's just there. And her mother actually forces her to marry her current husband, or I would say woo him, because he's rich, so that if she marries into a rich family, then her family can take advantage of it. They're about business people, so she ends up marrying him. But then later throughout the story you discover it was not only because of her mother. She actually loved him, and both of them actually were in love, and they married for it. After they married, but why she gets kicked out? It's just that she was having an extramarital affair and she got caught. But then you see why she was having extramarital affair. You see, after they get married, the honeymoon phase is over. Husband is so busy, and she's like, we have not even done it in 1 year. He's like, what? And she's like, we have not even done it in a year. Like bungees, we've not done it. He's like, yeah, it's okay. We have gifted you. It's like she's rich. Her husband has given her everything. She's rich, and then her servants are at the tips of her hand, and she's very sweet. But then, you know what? Sometimes materialist things cannot satisfy you, and so she cheats and she gets caught, and then she's just thrown out of the house. And then, since they are the richest elite family, no one is there to help her. Even her own family, her parents and brother, are not receiving her call. Then she goes to her parents' home, and then her mom is like, you can't talk to your dad, he'll have a panic attack. You can't talk to your brother, he's gone to Korea to finalize some deal, he's gone to Seoul. So I have booked the flight for you to LA. You please go to LA and stay there. We have a house in LA. But she's like, I'm more like a New York girl. And they're like, no, you have to go. She's like, it's okay. I'll call my friend. She'll be of help. Then she goes and calls her friend, but friend does not receive. But then somehow one of her friend receive, and she goes, and she's like, sorry, I can't help. My child has to go to Ivy League, so I need help from your in-laws, who are the Chowdhuries. And Bella is like, dude, your kid is just 2 months old. She's like, it's never too late, or it's never too early. But then somehow she gets help, but she's like, I at least need some place to stay. She's just stunned in the bus stand, so she sends an Audi car. And first 2 episodes, you all see imported brands, imported cars. It's just, it's just thrown in the face that it's all high class society. And she will be drinking in the Audi. I mean, it's parked, but then police comes and police takes it to the police station, and then be like, yeah, what and all. And then there she'll be like talking to the other prisoner. She's like, hey, what do you do? Like, or, आप यहाँ कैसे आए? And he's like, मैंने अपनी भाभी को जहर खिलाए. She's like, what? And I was thrown out the house. She's like, same pinch. Even I was like thrown out of the house. But then he explains why but he's like, आप गलत कर रहे थे ना and all. Then somehow she's like, she gets a call from a friend who's like, okay, fine. And then police officer like, you give me like 10K and I'll leave you off. And the next person is like, how much will you give me? And he's like, give me 5K. And she's like, take my 5K and leave him. मैं 10,000 का इंतज़ाम करती हूँ. And she calls her extramarital affair. That person is called Prince. So Prince will be calling her throughout and telling her, like, I don't know if it's love or he's guilty. It's shown as love initially. So he'll be like, I'm so sorry because of you, I'm here and all. And then he tracks her brother's brother name is Summer, by the way. He's like, your brother is not in Seoul, is in Mumbai. So she'll be like, okay, even I want to go to Mumbai, and he's already booked the flight. So now goes she to Mumbai. And again in Mumbai, they have the 5-star hotel where she always stays. She goes and stays there. And you get the gist. In the police station, she gave money and rescued someone else for him to get bail. And even when she enters the 5-star hotel, all the staff are so friendly. And you see, she's giving money to them. Please take care of this. She gives checks to the hotels for your daughter education, for your spa. So you get the vibe that she is very good, or she's good from heart. And in Seoul, when she goes, she's like, I want to meet my brother. The hotel receptionist is like, no, your brother is not here. And then she's like, okay. And then somehow she meets a Saira there. She's like, ma'am, all your credit card is getting declined. I don't think you can be here. And then she's like, no, I want to be here. And she sees her LV bag. Oh, this is LV bag. This is my favorite. She's like, Raklo. She's like, keep it. Then she keeps it. Then she's like, I'll do a help. You go and check this penthouse. So she goes to the penthouse and sees her brother and her husband will be there talking financial deals and all. And then they're like, brother, why are you not receiving my call? Because she's like, my brother will make everything right. She had come with that hope. And your brother is like, they insult her basically and be like, you know what? You can't survive on your own. Take this Mumbai apartment and you'll have maid and driver with you. And husband is like, I can't see you suffer even though you cheated on me. Take this and you'll be happy. I think you'll be sorted out. She's like, and he's like, you can't survive in Mumbai. She's like, I have survived a day and I'm sure I can survive overall in Mumbai without you people. And she just leaves. And it's so heartbreaking because she loves her family. She needs that support. And there are no one around her to give that emotional support or that validation. And you see a scenes where she feels bags are her kids and she'll be talking to her bags like LV bag and other high branded goods, whatever she has. So, and every time, it's all funny, okay? Every time she carries her bag, she travels heavy. You know, that's how rich people are. And if you're not getting how the story is going, if you have seen Legally Blonde movie or how she's a rich kid, how she acts, it's very similar. And the story is never serious. So it's always a touch of fun with it, but it also has emotions with it. The waitress who gave her the penthouse key, she takes her to the hostel. You're like, don't worry, you come with me. What I do is I stay here for 3 weeks and then 1 week I just swipe on the dating app and stay in their home. And after 3 weeks, I come here. She's like, Zostel has the policy that you can't stay for more than 3 weeks. So Ananya Pandey moves into the hostel, and there will be a life-changing incident which happens to her. There's someone called Veer, Veer Das, right? Yeah. He is a TV anchor show. He has the show called, his name is Satyajit in the show, by the way. He has the show where he exposes people's secrets. And then he's like, there's one actress, a special entries from actors. He'll be revealing their personal details without even knowing. So she'll be like, Satyajit, he's more like Satyanash. He tells Swadeshi, but he all has Gucci shirts, pants and all. That video goes viral. And then she'll be hopping into multiple jobs, sometimes waitress, and then receptionist. She tries all the jobs. And then in hotel, she'll be the waitress, and somehow one person will be seeing the video of her going viral, and he falls in the swimming pool and he just offers a job. I work for this TRP media, the same media where Vidas works, Satyajit. You can come and contact me, and you get the vibe that he is also one of the hero. His name is Neil, by the way, and Neil always wears blue shirts. So she goes to the office. She's like, "He really sue me? Like, he's from the TRP media, and I told something about Satyajit." So she's skeptical, and then she goes, but then she's offered a job, and then offered job, she's like, the intern vibe. She's like, okay, and all. And then throughout the series, you see some of her flashbacks, like the scenes with her husband, and she had gotten into the jail for New York, but why we don't know. And throughout the series it just keeps unraveling, and then you get to know she has the habit of shoplifting. So whenever she craves for attention, she just shoplifts, so all the attention is on her. So you see how and what all she has gone through a bit by bit throughout the series. And then she attends one of the with Neil. She attends this 5G telecom, some brand new SIM. It's more like a Geo SIM, where they give free 5G SIM. So here also there is one product called Izumi, where it's a new product, and his name is Mithil. So he's very famous. He's known for supporting feminism. So he'll be giving free 5G SIMs to all the girls because he supports feminism. And she meets him, and he tells one line, "Bhagwan deta hai, par ab Bhagwan deta hai." I mean, that's cool because that's how society has become. And here, Ananya Pandey, she's a social influencer. She has, whatever she does, she keeps posting on Gram. So that's also shown, like, how the society works. Like, she's crying, she just posts a selfie, smiles, and then posts. She goes to the award function, she posts a selfie. She's thrown at the home, like, she keeps posting about whatever she is doing, just showing how Gen Zs are, or how these people culture is now. And then whenever, how in movies you put in residence, how, or at residence, or at the morning, what they have here, they have this alarm symbol at the right corner that tells like Korea meeting, conference now. So it's very cute, showing how alarm tells where the story is going now. And then you see a few scenes where, as I told that one, and there is one wedding scene where she recollects, where Siddharth Malhotra and Kyra Advani wedding scene is recreated. If you're not seen the trailer, that is also there. And then Tomachino Festival, you see she had organized a little Tomachino festival for their anniversary, and how her husband hadn't appreciated it, and it had become a disaster for them. And then even in her birthday, he was not there. So you see all these scenes where she'll be recollecting. She misses him because she had actually loved him, and both had love for each other. She missed him. And then there's a scene where she's in the hostel, roof leaks, and then she's trying to hold in the jug, and it just shows her agony. And then in TRP, she meets one more girl called Tamara. I mean, it's wait, RRA, some pronunciation. And yeah, so she's like, "I have a place at home. If you want, you can come. I want a roommate anyways." And then she tells to Saira, the waitress who had helped her to move to hostel. They are best friends now, by the way. She's like, "I'll arrange 50,000. And she arranged 50K for her, and she moved to the home. And then later, Zaira was kicked out from the hostel, and she also comes to live with Ananya Pandey. And then Tamara is like, "Oh God, this is last time you're going after 1 week." And then again, door knocks. They're like, "How many friends are coming to stay with us today?" Then goes Prince, her extramarital affair. She had actually blocked him because she didn't want him to have any trouble, because her husband is very powerful. But then he also comes. She's like, "How many?" He's like, "No, I'm not staying with people." And they try to talk. And then Ananya Pandey gets a message. Like, "I have a huge story for you." So she would have been getting messages from, as soon as she posted that she's working at TRP on Instagram, she'll be getting message, "I have a story for you. And then finally she gets a pen drive. And 4 of them watch a pen drive. It'll be of she had blurred her face, and in the video she will tell that I am the heroine and I am being sexually harassed by Mithil. The Mithil is the 5G one. So now she got the big story. She has to get proof or what is happening and all such things. And then somehow in this, rickshaws are so colorful in this series, and every frame is so beautiful. Even I want rickshaw so colorful, man. And then even Satyajit is working in the same office, so she'll get harassed. Like he'll be like torturing her. So one time in the harness, she'll be left hanging, and then sometimes he'll be like, go get that, do that. And then somehow she has a nail appointment. Satyajit knows. He's like, oh, you had time for your nail appointment, you don't have time for this. And she's just suspicious. How does he know everything he does? And she discusses with Prince also. It's like, maybe he has your office cookies since you're doing things in your office computer, right? And she's like, yes. And things get steamy with Neil. She actually has feeling for him. They kind of go out with work wise and they meet their parents, and they get to know each other. Neil is also divorced, and then they kiss, and Prince sees it. Here Prince and Tamara are getting close, but they have not kissed. Seeing that kiss, Prince will be sad, and then he'll be acting weird with Ananya Pandey. Then he's like, maybe I was just guilty when I have feelings for someone else. And so Tamara and Prince are kind of, go together. And then Neil does not help Ananya Pandey in with that story, and he kind of insults her, telling they go to award show together, and he'll be like, as a journalist, of course, it'll be like, maybe this is a mistake, I shouldn't have done it. So she falls into a depression, she drinks and she goes. And then how she has the habit of shoplifting, so she shoplifts something, and she wants to get caught. That's the whole intention of shoplifting, for the attention to fall on her. Some more Siddharth, not Siddharth, what I'm telling, that Veerdas, Satyajit, producer of his show, who's also kind of, they have feelings for each other, but he somehow does not acknowledge her. She actually saves Ananya Pandey. And then the whole thing, and you get that breakup thing. It's more like a cocktail movie, how she's drunk and she's trying to shoplift. And then here they're trying to find who the actress is, so they find the source of the story and they can break that out. And so Saira and Tamara and Ananya Pandey, it's like a detective movie where they just find out who might be the actresses, and they get some clue, and they go to numerous actresses, and they go to some two actresses. Both actresses, their boyfriends proposes to them. I'm like, okay, 2 times it happens, so it's funny. And Saira is like, oh man, I'm like married or something. Wherever I go, people are proposing. And then in the climax, there's a full build up, and then there's a live stream happening. In the live stream, she actually tells the actor, the story opens. But then how the story always gets covered up, and there's a finale of the TV show, Satyajit TV show, where both Ananya Pandey and Mitra both are called, and Ananya does pardafash of both of them. Even Satyajit will be the part of in contact with Mithil. From there, he would be getting the data. Data leaks will be happening from women's cell phones, where he has given the SIM card, so that with that data, he can become the politician. And with that, Satyajit is also influenced. So it all ends like that, and Ananya Pandey is like, oh nice, now she has solved the story. And then Neil is like, you should produce your own show called Call Me Bae, and I'll be the producer of the show, and you can produce, or you can tell the news of the week in your style. And then they'll all be partying. And then Saira also is like, they both are BFF, and Saira story is also similar. Even she wants attention from her parents, so she does gambling, and she messes up few times by helping Ananya Pandey, and she promises that if you had solved the case, I would leave the betting for 1 month at least. So for all these occasions, they're all partying. And then Neil actually goes down on one knee and tells everyone, like, oh my god, he's proposing. He's like, will you be my correspondent? And I was like, yeah, okay, we have many things to cover in this Mithil case only. He was getting mail from someone called Centaurus. And from where he gets data, or how does he get it? There are many things to do. And they're like, okay. season 2 coming. And then you see the helicopter. She'll be always telling I and my husband used to go in chopper all the time. And they hear the chopper sound, and their husband comes. And husband also tells he's also in one knee. And it ends right there. So, there's a suspense. Who will Ananya choose? What will happen in the story? I think just like any other web series, season 2 is pending, or season 2 will be coming. Okay, overall, it's a very fun series. And Ananya Pandey's grows on you, man. I was not a fan of her, but after seeing the series, I don't hate her or I don't dislike her. She has done, I would say she has done incredibly well. Maybe it was very close to how she is, or I don't know that, but you kind of relate to her. You kind of relate that even though the character has money, but she doesn't have that emotional support from her parents. It's nicely done. And then whenever they sit anyway, they just sprinkle, sanitize the rickshaw or even on the benches. It's so nice. And how she hasn't had vada pav, misal pav, and then any street food, and how she's like carbs. Every time she's like carbs. Oh, I can't have so many carbs. Oh no, I'll only have vodka and soda because I don't want carbs. And then you get that even Mini Mathur is like her mother. I somehow feel that high acting or this elite class acting, I don't know, I didn't like her acting, and you actually hate her mother for some time because that's not how a mother treats a daughter. You kind of hate her family as well. So I think Ananya Pandey has done an incredibly good job, and you will fall in love with the rest of the characters as well, rest of the cast. It may be Karishma Tanna and Urvashi Rautela. They do have very special appearances. Both have done a fab job. I would say it just adds to the story. And the rest of the supporting cast like Saira, Tamara, Prince, Neil, it'd be her husband Aggie. They all have done so well. You actually love each and every one of them. So hats off to them. I really love them. And if you want to watch a English teen drama in Hindi, you can definitely give it a shot. Or if you are looking for something cool, casual, chic, you can definitely give this a shot. I would say this is that kind of a drama. So that's all for now. Thank you. Bye. Namaste. Hashtag Behan Code.